Do you know this song?
You played it before.
But who is it? If you don't get the song, I won't.
I don't remember. Isn't it Pantera?
No. It's Come on, give me the band.
Oh, no, I don't remember, but I remember liking the song. Oh,
Damn.
fuck, what is it?
It's March of the Pigs by 9 Inch Nails.
Damn!
Yeah.
Oh, God. No, I really like that song.
It's a great song. That's a great... You know, I covered it.
I know you did.
And it was
That's why
actually-
I found out about it and I liked it.
Oh, is that where you heard it from?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's a very nice song. I like it.
Well, that's the funny part. It's not a very nice song. Except for the piano part.
Bankheist is covering the song 2022?
You know, I don't... Hear me out. I'm not for rioting or anything like that.
Okay, when you have to preface, I'm not okay with
But-
rioting, but...
If I were to riot, the first song on that riot playlist is March of the Pigs. So if I ever were to get into rioting...
As if it's like a club. It's like, hey guys, are we here for the Monday night riot?
I'm sure if you go on Facebook, you could see some people who talk about doing it, but they never follow through with it. But anyways...
Area 51. Anyway.
Ugh, we don't even have to talk about that. That's a joke in itself. Anyways, how are you doing?
I'm okay, Stone. What about you?
I'm doing good. It's still technically Friday afternoon, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then I can quote the song. I'm feeling good on this Friday afternoon.
It's Friday night.
What is that?
I don't know. It's some fucking quote.
Yeah, right. What day is it today? Is it the 12th?
It is.
It is November 12th, 2021.
November?
We're feeling good. Feeling good. You just went to the DMV. And how was that?
Quick and painless. It was really fucking fast.
I know I keep hearing the DMV's not as bad as it was before, but now you can't use DMV as like this sucks, I'd rather be at the DMV. Because DMV's not that bad anymore. So now what can we use?
I'd rather be at my in-laws' wedding.
That's pretty bad. What else you got?
I'd rather be at my little brother's quinceanera.
I guess.
I'd rather be at the Walmart employee team meeting.
The team meeting.
Yeah, there's a few fucking things I'd rather be at than.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dude, they have to hold hands and sing songs at those.
At the team meetings?
Yeah, like actually
Wow.
like sing fucking like. They have to yodel.
We just beat each other up during our team meetings.
No, you don't.
Well, how do you know? You're not in those team meetings. You don't work where I work.
Oh, I've been there. You just didn't see me.
Yeah, you were
I
in
was
the
a
back.
mystery.
You were in the back.
No, I was right there in the front of the store. I was looking through the glass. No one noticed me though.
You know, we actually did put new glass in, so it kind of... You can't really tell the sky because it looks darker than you walk out, and it's not. And if it's cloudy outside, it looks like it's about to rain. You get all excited, then you walk out, then you realize, oh, it's not going to rain at all. By the way, did you do the bub cube roll today?
I did.
Well, I'm looking right at it, but what face is that?
That's the sleeping face.
That's ironic because I feel very sleepy today. I don't know why.
I told you the bub cube shows all.
But this is the first time I got it right. What's the pirate face? What does that represent?
That represents that you're about to go outside and fuck some shit up.
Well, if I had watched Pirates of the Caribbean on one of the days that it fell under, I'd maybe think you're onto something. But it didn't. So, what is it, 1 out of 15 or 16 bub cube rolls?
That's 16.
So, 1 out of 16, I got it right. There's not very good odds.
I don't know. You got like 350 something left.
Speaking of odds, are you going to start betting against the Coyotes?
No.
I wouldn't blame you if you did.
No, because if I do, I know that that's going to be the one game where they have their fucking feel good remember the Titans moment where they fucking bust back and they're like, yeah, we're good again.
I can tell you right now, and this will lead into our sports report. Not only is that not true, I think you remember how awful the Diamondbacks were this year. They were historically bad. Well, you're looking at the Coyotes who do the exact same thing. They will break records of how bad they are. I watched them on Wednesday. They were awful. It was like if you and me were skating on the ice. They didn't look like they knew what they were doing.
I don't know. I'm pretty good on the ice. You've never seen me skate.
Well, can you defend? If you can defend, then go over to Gila River Arena. Well, no, they're in Chicago tonight. But either way, My dad actually thinks they'll finish with 5 wins on the year. 5 out of 82.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is that historically bad?
Well, that's the thing. In terms of wins, I think it has to be. But, you know, they do points in hockey. You win, you get 2 points. You lose, you get nothing. If you go to overtime and lose, you get 1 point. So the lowest points-wise is 21. That was by the Washington Capitals in their first season. They won 1 road game. 1 road game. And you know the Stanley Cup, when they win, they take the cup and they skate around and they go like this with it.
I'm listening to you, Chris messaged the group chat.
Oh, what do you say?
He's asking if we're going to get the Mario Party prison rules on tonight.
Prison rules? I wouldn't want to play Chris in prison rules anything. I think he'd dominate. Essentially, when they won it was the second to last road game when they won. They were so happy. They went into the locker room and took the trash can and emptied it and went back out to the ice and skated around. And they treated it like it was a Stanley Cup when it was just a trash can. I thought that was kind of funny. So, yeah, they will be bad for the whole season, and they will break records. And this could be their last season.
Good.
Yeah, so how about that?
Good.
Yeah. And, yeah, wherever they go, I'm going to be a fan of wherever they go.
Yeah, Stone's a bandwagoner.
This is coming from... I'm sorry, but when Russell says it, it hurts more. When you say it, it'd be like if Zane called me a bandwagon fan. He doesn't know what he's talking about, so it doesn't mean anything. Like, if I tried to give you advice on how to play Wario and Smash Bros., would you listen to me? Of course not. You'd be like, yeah, okay, Junior. Yeah, why don't you go to sleep and let the adults, talk? No, wherever they go. Even if they went to L.A., which wouldn't happen. But if they did, I'd still be a fan. It'd hurt.
And they'd still lose.
That's the funny part, is they're still going to lose. Everyone makes it seem like if they move, they'll be the Islanders and win 4 years in a row. It's still the same team. So why all of a sudden if they move to Houston, they're going to start winning? So either way, really bad, not fun, it's not what you want. What do you got?
What do I got?
Yeah. Well, I got like a bunch of things written down. What do you got?
Well, I don't usually have many things to talk about.
You're relying on me? That's not good. Because I could not think of anything.
It says you with the 10 things.
I wrote these 5 things down after like 15 minutes of just brainstorming. I could not think of anything.
Well, I had a brainstorming session too, and I couldn't think of anything.
Not a one thing?
Not really.
Oh, come on. Not one thing.
Nothing really exciting happens to me.
Well, neither with me, but the most exciting thing that happened to me is, wow, the Coyotes are really bad. I think we're going to be in for a long season. That's it.
Fuck them.
There's nothing exciting going on in my life.
I don't know, that's pretty exciting to see a sports team dissolve in your lifetime. One from your home state. Yeah. One that you've gone to games to. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry if I'm pouring lemon juice in the wound.
Well, it's okay. You can stop at any time.
No, it's fine. No, you just rip my heart out while you're at it. I fixed the PS4, or the controller was just out of battery, so it just charged for like 6 days straight.
What the really?
Yeah. That was literally all that was wrong with it. It was just low on battery. So now it has battery, and now we can watch The Straight Highway today with Zane.
Do you want to watch it today?
Well...
He said he was going to be here at 6.
This motherfucker. God damn it.
Well, it's not his fault.
Let's watch it tonight with everybody. Shh, 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 shh. You're talking to... You know what? Zane, I know you're probably listening to this, and you're like, this guy's supposed to be my best friend. Why are you talking shit? You do realize this is coming from the guy.
This is coming from the guy.
This is coming from the guy who will never let me live down. I'm here for the ultimate.
What is that?
I've told you that story before.
I don't think so.
I think I've said it on Korn and Kock too.
Maybe. Let me guess. You went to a store and bought Ultimate?
On the night of Smash Brothers Ultimate's release.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to be at midnight, but it came out earlier than that. Mm-hmm. It broke midnight release date. And I was just chilling with... Here's what I was doing on that night. I was with Alex B at his house.
This is starting to sound familiar.
We were going to play it for triple backflip.
Oh, jeez.
And we actually did, but it actually ended up sounding like shit, so we scrapped it.
Oh, God, that's the worst.
So, it Silent Hilled itself.
There's more of a conspiracy with Silent Hill, but that's another podcast.
Oh
for
god,
another time.
honestly, that Let's Play would have been so fucking funny just to hear Zane get so mad and Alex like not having any of his shit. Anyway, so I was at his house. His little brother worked as like a waiter. So he would bring like packets of like crayons and like kids menus to people's fucking tables. Oh, okay. But he had like like a big crate of fucking crayons that he just brought home one day.
Yeah.
So what we did is we separated the crayons. Red, green, blue. Took the wrappers off and we were gonna melt them. And like, melt them and use the wax to like make something. So we were just sitting there for like hours just peeling the wrappers off of crayons. Like a bunch of fucking psychopaths.
Wow, what a waste of time.
Anyway, so, well, we couldn't start a fire outside because it was like...
Well, then what's the point? You're not going to play with fire, then scrap the whole thing.
So, I saw on Zane's Snapchat, he had the game, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, what happened? He's like, I just went in and they just gave it to me. And I'm like, Alex, let's go! So him and I, we went to the GameStop. It's like 2 minutes from his house, not even. He lives right behind, you know...
No, I know
the PB Mall area. I might have to censor that.
Yeah, because people in Ohio know exactly where PB Mall is.
What? It doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah,
anyway,
exactly.
So we go. And I had a pre-order. I went with Dion. I was like, yeah, I'd like to pre-order Smash Brothers Ultimate, please. And they were like, okay, sir, here's your receipt. Take it and bring it back on the night of release. And I was like, I will. And then that night, I came in with all the confidence in the world. I knew exactly what I was going to say. Hello, I'd like my copy of Smash Brothers Ultimate, please. And you know what? The spaghetti fucking flew out of my pockets. And I was picking up the meatballs.
What? They didn't have it, did they?
No. Instead, I slapped my hand on the table. And I went, yeah, I'm here for the ultimate. And the fucking and the fucking clerk and as I said it, I was like, as the clerk walked, she like turned around. It was a she. She turned around. She walked over, grabbed the copy, and while she had her back turned to me, I just went. She handed it to me, and I was like, thank you, and I fucking left, and I was like, God.
Wait,
damn it!
Were you alone?
No, I was with Alex. He saw it.
And how did Zane find out?
Because I told him.
Why would you do that?
Because I thought it was funny.
Well, was it worth it?
No.
You could have kept this story contained.
Well, now the world knows. Hey, you know what? As far as things go, it's not one of my proudest moments. But honestly, it's like...
I think you got way worse moments than that, but
absolutely.
But the fact that you were like so confident.
Yeah, I knew exactly what I was gonna say. Hello, I'd like my copy of Smash Brothers Ultimate, and all that came out was like, I'm here for the Ultimate. The fuck? The fuck, dude? What's wrong with me?
Boy, I might have to pull that card out on you every once in a while. Not all the time, just once in a while.
Says the guy that supports the Coyotes. Ooh. Anyway, what else? A similar thing happened. I think you were there.
I was
there?
When
we were at Half Price Books. Do you remember that? And I was buying a copy of Donkey Kong Country.
I wasn't there for that.
I'm pretty sure you were.
We've never been in Half Price Books before.
It was it was that time that I went to the back. Do you remember, like, they had a drinking fountain in the hallway to the back, and as I was like, I hit the button and the water flew right over the fucking sink and hit the wall. And landed on the floor.
Okay, I vaguely remember that, but...
Because that was the night that we went to Oregano's, and we were passing time because it was a Friday night and they were packed. So we had to, you know, waste time. So we went... Because I remember you were like, let's go get Catcher in the Rye, because Zane was, like, talking to you.
Okay, there's no way I wanted to go get Catcher in the Rye. There's a copy at my house.
That you got from Half Price Books?
No, my dad bought it, actually. No, there's no way I'd ever say, hey, let's kill some time. Let's go to Half Price Books for Catcher in the Rye.
Okay, so you went for House of Leaves. It doesn't matter.
That's more likely.
So anyway, I see the game and I'm like, oh cool, it's only like $20. I'll get it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, can I get this copy? And they're like, yeah, sure, but we have to hold it up at the front because we don't want anybody to steal it. You know, we don't want you to like put. They don't. It's a fucking game. They don't want people to like be like, ooh, put it in their jacket.
Games at Half Price Books.
They do.
Where?
Just in there.
But where? In the front of the store, back of the store?
In the middle.
In the the middle, but there's books in the middle.
Well, not like the middle.
Are you sure you're thinking of half-price books?
I know it was half-price books. It was the one right next to like Pork Belly or whatever the fuck that restaurant is. Whatever. Whatever.
We might have to go to half-price books after this.
I'll show you. I will. Either way, so watch. It's like we no longer sell video games, and you're like, all right, Alex. No, so they held it, and at the end, after Zane picked out whatever fucking Gabo book he wanted to read, and maybe Russell wanted to get Catcher in the Rye. Maybe that's what I'm remembering.
Russell was there too?
Yes, I know Russell was there.
This story just doesn't sound real.
It is. So I go up there, and I pay for the game, and she hands it to me, and she's like, have a great night. And I was like, thank you, have a great night. We both said it at the same time. Yeah. So we kept, like, talking over each other, trying to be courteous. And it just ended up really awkward, where I was just kind of like, and I just fucking walked out.
Yeah, I've been there before.
Oh, my God. And Zane looked at me, and he was like, that was a certified ultimate moment.
No, that wasn't. Because when the other person talks and you talk, that's different than you, like, planning out, I'm going to say this with
That's
confidence.
How much of a spurg I am.
Yeah, so Zane's wrong on that one. It's not an ultimate
moment. So sorry for using the derogatory term for ass burgers. I don't mean it in a mean way. Apparently spurg is like, it's a slur. It's like saying, I don't know. Whatever.
Well, I'm not going to, say the word because then it could be used against me, but you said it, so you're screwed. Anyways.
The spaghetti was falling out of my pot. Oh, whatever. Lighten up.
Not
you, the people.
I was going to say, I didn't do anything. But let me get your take on tacos on tacos. What'd you think?
We went to a taco place.
What was it called?
It was called Tacos. And they were very, very, very good. I really enjoyed them. My asshole felt the really, really hot sauce that Russell put on his taco later that night, but other than that, it was really, really, really good. I would definitely go back there.
I would have got something, but I don't know. I saw Jimmy John's and I was in the mood for it, so next time I will get cheese quesadilla at Tacos. It's just called tacos. I like to call it tacos on tacos. You want to call it tacos on tacos or tacos at tacos?
Tacos at tacos makes more sense.
Okay.
Because we'd have to eat on top of the building for it to be tacos on tacos.
Or you could have a taco on top of a taco and eat it like a sandwich.
That's just a taco.
Well, it's tacos on tacos.
If it's just one taco on top of another taco, then it's just taco on taco. But if you put two tacos on top of another two tacos, then it's tacos on tacos.
Well, then, yeah, do that. It's tacos on tacos.
Well, I don't want to eat 4 tacos at once. That's like half my meal.
Well, wouldn't it be 3? Because there's the bottom, the mid,
No,
and the
you're
top.
right. There'd be 5.
So it'd be 5?
Yeah, so you put 2 tacos on top of 1 taco, and then you put the 3 tacos on the top of 2 other tacos, and then that's tacos on tacos.
No, I think it would be 2 tacos on the bottom, 1 in the middle, and then 2 tacos on top.
That's exactly what I said.
So yeah, I think it would be 5. No, but you're saying like 3 tacos or something like that. 2, 1, 2. There's no 3 in there. 2 on the bottom, 1 in the middle.
You're gaslighting me right now.
What does gaslighting mean?
It's where you tell somebody. It's like.
Yeah, you know what? I can just look it up.
No. Here's an example.
No, I want the definition before I get the example.
Oh, Jesus.
Is a form of manipulation that occurs in abusive relationships. Really? Really?
Yeah, Korn and Kock is in the middle of an abusive relationship.
Making someone question their own reality. Okay,
yeah,
Mr.
okay,
Dramatic.
Okay, so here's the thing. So it would be like if Zane won every single game of Smash in a night. Like, legitimately won every single game. He was unstoppable. And then the next time we hung out, we were like, no, dude, we were kicking your ass. And he's like, no! I was winning. I won every game. We're like, no, you fucking... Dude, you sucked that night. That was horrible. He's like, no, I won! And it's like, do you have the replays to prove it? And he's like... And then and then he starts questioning. He's like, did I really win That's gaslighting.
Wow. I don't...
That's a very minor example because it's fucking Smash Brother. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, because when I hear it, it's like an abusive relationship, and your go-to example is Zane at Smash.
No, when they mean abusive relationship, it's like when a guy is like, you were cheating on me, and she's like, no, I wasn't. It's like, yeah, you were. I know you were.
Well, that's the example you should give, not when Zane wins Smash.
And then, well, I wanted to keep it like... funny, okay? Because emotional abuse in a relationship is not funny. Zane thinking he lost when he actually won is kind of funny.
I'm saying I think there are many different examples.
I'm sure there are, but I'm just saying.
The fact that your go-to was shit on Zayn, not good. In fact, I was gonna say let's use a different example, but it's too late. Anyways, can't believe you thought I was gaslighting you. Unbelievable.
Unforgivable.
It is unforgivable.
Oh, sweet. I'll be right back.
What was that?
That was food. I'm getting food. I'm hungry.
You're gonna eat on the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, cock part.
All right, here we go. I'm ready for the door to shut. Boy, oh boy, I haven't had my own. I think I'm dying. Okay, I think I'm good. I forgot what I was gonna say. This is an awful cock segment. I guess I would like to take this time to thank everyone for listening and enjoying this podcast or show, whatever you want to call it. Definitely, I'd like to get more subscribers because I'd like to get more feedback so we can interact with more people, because we've been stuck on the same number for a while, and I'm running out of ideas on how to get the name out there. But when you got the name, when you got the word cock in your name, it's going to be a hard sell. Anyways, thanks for that little tidbit. Please don't fall.
I have returned with food.
Well, what is that?
It's firecracker chicken from Payway.
Nice. Well, I gotta tell you, I think I know what I'm probably gonna choose for dinner tonight. There's probably gonna be Culver's.
Hell yeah.
I'm in the mood for a hamburger, and I haven't had Culver's in a long time. So, yeah. And we're gonna eat inside.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's not even that far away. It's like 5 minutes.
It's a block away,
yeah,
almost.
Seriously. So, that'll be exciting. That'll be cool. Anyways, for our anniversary today, we're celebrating somebody's birthday.
Marie Antoinette.
No, Anne Hathaway.
There was a Anne in there somewhere.
39 years old. And,
she's hot.
And she was also, I'm sure you know, but let's see if the people know, was in Hoodwinked.
She was.
Yeah. She was Red. She was also in Get Smart. It was a very...
She was Red.
movie.
She was also Red Riding Hood.
Red Riding Hood. There are other movies she's been in. Like, what was it? The Princess Diaries? I must have watched them when I was...
She was in
really
that
little.
fucking romantic comedy with Jake Gyllenhaal about, like, Viagra or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. Love and Other Drugs? Hold on.
Love and Other Drug... Dude, you got to see her mammaries. That was pretty cool.
Love and Other Drugs. Damn, I'm good. What else was there? She's in Les Miserables.
What? She was also in Brokeback Mountain, wasn't she?
She was in Brokeback Mountain. She's also in a movie called Passengers. I never saw it.
Wasn't she? She was Catwoman.
She was Catwoman in Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
I don't get why she gets so much hate. And I
never knew she got hate.
I didn't know either, but I've kind of done a little bit of research on it, and I've been able to... Here's what my research has told me.
Here on the Korn and Kock, in the Korn and Kock labs, we finally...
The Korn and Kock investigation segment. So this will be a new segment where one of us investigates something. And here's what my investigation showed me. You're going to laugh, but I swear I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
I think people don't like Anne Hathaway because she's too perfect. She's too, like... There's no faults. Everything she does is right. She's just, like, too good. Maybe too preppy. And I'm like, really? And the example... And I had to watch... I read a couple articles and a YouTube video. The comparison was Jennifer Lawrence. Okay?
J-Law?
J-Law? No, that's Jennifer Lopez. Or J-Lo.
There's J-Law, and then there's J-Lo.
Do people call Jennifer Lawrence J-Law?
I do.
Oh, God. But the comparison was... I forgot what award show it was, but Jennifer Lawrence won something, and when she was walking up the stage, she tripped on her dress, and kind of laughed, and she laughed it off. But people were like, "Oh, she's so that's so cool, it's so relatable and everything like that. And I'm like, yeah, I guess, but why are we putting so much emphasis on that? And then they compared it to when Anne Hathaway won an award for Les Miserables. You know what happened? She walked right up the stage. It looked perfect, like she had practiced it or rehearsed it, and her speech was like,
save the whales.
No, I don't think it was that, but it was like she was like teary-eyed, she was thanking her parents, and it was like heartfelt and it's cliche. And again, people are like, I don't like her. And you want to go, why? Is there actually a reason, or is it just because she's pretty? I mean, what is it exactly?
It's stupid.
Plus, she did make a comment about how, and let me see if I can find it. She made a comment about how she kind of trusts male directors more than female directors.
Okay, why is that a problem?
Well, how do you think people take that?
She's a girl.
Anne Hathaway admits not trusting female directors. Why? That is a little weird. Hold on. I don't know. It's just kind of a weird thing. Not trusting female directors in the past due to internalized misogyny? Or misogyny, yeah.
Oh. Probably because she thinks that the female directors fucking keep the male actors down because they're women. And it's like,
maybe.
Oh, you have a penis, therefore you're lesser than me.
I don't know, but I do know that she took a little bit of heat for that. But if I'm being completely honest, that's the only legit reason I can see of someone saying I don't like Anne Hathaway. But everything before that, you don't like her just because she seems perfect and she doesn't make mistakes. She's not tripping on a stage accepting award shows. I don't know.
Moral of the story is celebrity worship is cancerous.
The moral of the story is be Anne Hathaway. In terms of just live your own life. And yeah, you're probably going to come out and say some things that you're going to go, I probably shouldn't have said that. But either way, I don't get it. And I think, at the end of the day, I think she's actually a really good actress. Or actor. And I'd like to watch a few more of her movies. Because she was in one movie with Jason Sudeikis. It was like some monster movie, but I don't remember what it was. Ow, jeez. I hope the microphone caught that. It's my elbow cracking. But anyways, what are you watching / listening to this week?
Watching nothing. Well, actually, I rewatched all of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
The whole series?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And it's a lot shorter than I remember it being.
Aren't there like 3 seasons?
Yes.
Was there a movie?
Yeah, the shitty live action one.
Not that one.
No.
I thought they made like a TV
No.
show. They didn't?
Well,
weird.
No. They never made any specials. Damn. Or maybe they did and I like completely forgot about it, but I don't think they did. Yeah, and it's still as good as I remember. And it still holds up really well, and it's very well animated, and I don't know.
So what are you listening to?
Anyway, I'm listening to Road Trip by Ninja Sex Party.
Ninja Sex Party.
I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Ninja Sex Party is pretty cool. Well, okay, old Ninja Sex Party, like.
What's wrong with new Ninja Sex Party?
They
sold out.
I wouldn't say they sold out.
But
they used to be like, they had that like backyard like corniness to them. You know, like they'd film their fucking music videos and like on someone's estate with like a fucking handy cam in like the middle of the rain. And now like they're all glammed up with fucking like glitter and shit, and they're in a studio with fog machines. And they're filming videos, like, on stage while they're performing. And they have, like, the fucking Coliseum filled with people. And they have, like, real mixers and real, like, music guys doing their music. It just doesn't feel as authentic as it used to be.
Well, ironically enough, it sounds authentic, which defeats the purpose.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
It's almost like this thing where they, quote-unquote, got better, but then they got worse.
The quality improved, but it didn't improve. Like, and whatever, like, good for them for following their dreams and doing what they want to do. Like, I'm not trying to bash them. I just don't think that most of their music now is just like Like, before, it's like, dude, we're fighting a fucking dinosaur in space while trying to have sex with, like, space aliens. That's pretty wacky. And now it's like, the fucking lead singer guy is writing a song about how he wishes he could go back in time to tell his younger self that everything's gonna work out and you're finally gonna be a star. It's like, it's not humble anymore. It's just like fucking like bragging.
Well,
essentially.
No, it sounds more like.
And he's got the fucking kid from Stranger Things as like his younger self.
It sounds like they matured, is what you're saying.
They matured, but that's the whole fucking point. Their band is called Ninja Sex Party.
But
it's not about.
At the same time, would you want two 45-year-olds to act like they're 20? Eventually, they're gonna have to grow out of it or retire the name. Kind of like I get the feeling with Green Day. Like
I was just about to say.
Like Green Day, they're like in their 50s. Don't want to be an American idiot. It's like, dude, don't you have a mortgage and like a family and everything? I don't want.
Aren't your grandkids being born soon?
I can see gray hair. When you start getting gray hair, you kind of need to walk away from something. So, I think what they should do is maybe retire the name Ninja Sex Party and create a new band and then do different songs.
That'd be fine.
The problem with that is, and I hate to say this, but Corey Taylor falls under this category. He wants to do his stuff like in Slipknot. I don't want it in Slipknot, so he does it in Stone Sour, and people listen to it in Stone Sour and they say this sucks. You can't win. What is he? What the hell is he supposed to do?
Quit.
Yeah, quit and just take his money. So, anyway,
my review of Firecracker Chicken from Payway, I give it a solid 6.3 out of 10.
6.3 out of 10. So above average, but not great. Okay. Well, I watched 2 movies yesterday. I watched The Pink Panther Strikes Again with my dad, which is really funny. And I watched Ghostbusters last night. And the movie's still great. Still funny. And
you looked over to your dad, and your dad looked at you, and he said, "Is that Zane kid single? Asking for a friend."
And then, what was it? I'm listening to R40 by Rush, and the last song I was listening to was Far Cry. And that's the album of today. For today. And right now, I'm looking at who the Suns are playing tonight. You know who they're playing?
The Clippers.
Nope.
Shit.
The Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies.
And after that, they go to Minnesota. No, wait. No, they go to Houston, then Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Memphis Grizzlies. Ugh.
The Grizzlies. The Nuggets. The Magic.
They used to be the Vancouver Grizzlies, which I guess that makes more sense, but Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, well, the Coyotes used to be like the fucking...
The Jets. But then they changed their name.
Wait, so the Winnipeg Jets doesn't exist anymore?
They do. There's a team right now, the Winnipeg Jets.
Oh, so they took the name.
Yeah, they brought the name back.
Okay.
Yeah, the Jets currently used to be the Thrashers in Atlanta, and the Coyotes used to be the Winnipeg Jets.
Fuck.
So,
no wonder they...
No wonder they what?
No wonder they suck. They're in the middle of the desert. The desert's not made for hockey.
Yeah.
But...
Welcome to 1996 when they announced it, and they're like, really? Why are they coming here?
All right, come on.
What?
Come on. Let's go down the list.
You give me one.
All right.
Dude! What do you
got? Here's a hot take for you.
Ooh, hot take.
Eventually, Lego will be so expensive that no one will be able to buy it, and therefore they will make no more money and go out of business.
I don't think about that last part. Do you really think they'd raise the price so high they would just shut down rather than just lower the prices?
Every single time I've ever, every 6 months, whenever I fucking get a passing interest in Lego again, I'm like, let me check. Do you remember those little minifigures you'd get in the little blind bags? They'd sell them in a little bag, and it's you don't know which one you're gonna get, so you have to buy a bunch of them to collect them all.
It sounds like Mighty Beans. Honestly.
Well, kind of.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the same concept, but essentially it's with Legos instead. Originally, they were when they first came out, they were $1. $1 per thing. Now they're legitimately $6 per little guy.
Dude, I mean, that's what I don't get is the cost of living and I don't understand this stuff, but I do know this. Things can get so damn expensive, you can't do some things nowadays. Like, we can't get a house. Do you realize my old house over by Shadow Mountain? It's like $500,000. And just 2 years ago, when we lived there, it was like 200, 250. What house are you moving into, or am I gonna move into? We can't. We have to make so much damn money to live in a house that's not worth that much money. Now again, I don't understand how all that stuff works, but you're right. A pack of Mighty Beans, if they still did it nowadays, those things might cost $12 for 6 beans. So you're spending $2 for a little Mighty Bean at that point. Is it worth it? No. My dad tells me now he hated Mighty Beans when I was a kid. Because he would say,
dude, I had Mighty Beans and I have no idea where the fuck
Well, you know what? If you ask your dad about Mighty Beans, he might say the same thing.
He might be like, oh god.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh man, you'd buy a pack of those and you'd have 5 of them, you only get 1 new one. And I can't blame him. It's the same with baseball cards. You get 12 cards and you go through and you're like, I got 3 new ones and a bunch of garbage.
No, I was like that, but with Go-Go's.
What's Go-Go's? That sounds so familiar.
Go-Go's Crazy Bones.
What is that? Go Crazy Bones.
Yeah.
Never heard of that. Oh shit. This looks vaguely familiar.
Yeah, they would come in a little bag with 3 of them.
They look like gummy bears.
Honestly, yeah, kind of. But they were so fucking cool. Like there's like 150 of them. They were like the original Pokemon. There was like 150 of them. You could collect them all, and some of them had like rare variants. I have every rare one.
Well, sell it.
No, I'm keeping them because they look cool.
Well, how much are they worth?
I think altogether they're worth like 200.
Oh, yeah, wait longer then. If you were to say like, oh, they're worth like 5,000, be like, fucking sell them.
Well, if you think we'd even be having this conversation if they were sold for 5,000, bro?
I think so.
Do you want to see them?
Where are they?
They're right back here, actually. I have like a bag of shit.
A bag of shit. Alright.
Yeah, here's all the rare ones from the first series. Please don't do that.
Why?
Because then the paint might chip off.
Oh,
I'm like one of those collectors. I'm like, don't touch the card. The foil is gonna break.
Well, I can't blame you. I mean, the cost. Can you even open the bag?
I
can.
Okay, there you go. All right. Yeah. Just take a look. There's a little walrus guy. My favorite is that one that you're holding right now. That one's my absolute favorite.
It looks like what is it? There's a Joker, and then there's his girlfriend.
Harley Quinn.
A Harley Quinn. That was Harvey.
Harvey Dent. That one's pretty cool too.
I mean, I gotta be honest. They look cool, but I like Mighty Beans more.
That's fair.
I mean, what do you think is worth more money?
I don't know. Shit. I don't know, and frankly, I don't give a fuck.
Let's see.
Ooh. Sometimes, like, you know what was really funny?
What?
When I was a little kid, when I was in Walgreens where they sold these things, I found one of the rare ones just, like, sitting by itself, like, behind some shit. I picked it up and I just took it. It wasn't in a bag anymore.
Mighty Beans can range from $8.61 to $1,000.
Jesus Christ.
And Go Crazy Bones. Go. I've never heard of that before.
I loved Go-Go's Crazy Bones. I mean, like, they don't make them anymore.
I figured. I didn't think if I went to Target, I'd be able to get some. Gold ones are worth about $1 each mint.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'd hold off on that. Alright, well, let me ask you this. If you had a video game that was worth a lot of money, would you sell it, get the money, or would you keep it?
I'd have to be really, really, really desperate to sell it.
What if you don't even like the game? Like, let's say you hate the game.
I'd probably still keep it, honestly.
It all depends on how much it's worth. If it's like $500,
I
can't blame you.
I've got the blood of a collector in me, but not the capital of a collector.
Well, that's where you gotta do a balance of both. Because you want to collect stuff, you gotta have money. So where do you get the money? Selling some of your stuff. But again, I don't. Do you have anything that would potentially be of value in here? I know you got some old games.
Remember that game that Russell took from me because of the Switch?
Yeah.
That's the most expensive game I own. It's like $250.
Why don't you just pay him back and you can get it back?
Well, because I want to make him wait. I don't care. I can play the. Look, I don't really give a shit about owning the game physically. I can play the game on a fucking emulator.
What are you making him wait for?
Just because it's Russell.
That's not an answer.
It's funny.
What's the funny part?
The funny part is he's like, give me the money, and I'm like,
no. The funny part is watching you two go back and forth, and me, Zane, and Ben are just on the sidelines eating popcorn, just going.
It is pretty. What are these two
doing?
It is pretty funny.
But then when you try to get us involved and want a third opinion, we're not in this. Because we'd all say you pay him off, give him the game back, and that's it. I also told Russell, why don't you just not do anything ever again? Because he'd come up to me and he'd complain. He's like, "Oh, he's not gonna pay me back." Be like, "Well, why'd you do it?"
Did he say that about me?
Oh, he said it multiple times.
Really?
And then you've complained to me about Russell, and I'm like, "Why do you
He's not gonna pay me back.
Why would you even make deals with a guy who either takes a long time to pay something off or might not do it in the first place?" And you know who I'm talking about with either one. So why do it? Anyways.
Because it's funny.
It's like this. It's like if I kept asking Zane to borrow games and he keeps saying no. Why do I keep asking him? He's not going to say yes, so I'll just take matters into my own hands.
Steal
By the way, have you sold your Switch yet? That's a big no.
Well, because it might be too expensive to send it to Brock in Canada, so I figure I might as well...
So let me guess, you're going to fly to Vancouver and just drive over?
Well, at some point next year, he's going to hold his convention, and I'm going to go, so I might as well just bring the Switch then.
Is that confirmed, though? Because I have a feeling when the festival comes around, you're going to be like, oh, hold on a second.
Oh, jeez, oh, darn. I left the Switch at home.
Well, how much would it be again to mail it?
To mail it, I haven't checked, but according... it's not overseas, but it is to another country. Mm-hmm. So I would assume like $50.
$50, and that's drying your wallet up. Shit, I'll give you $50.
Well, that's not the point. The point is, I don't want to charge him more than he could get it. Like,
you could just cover the $50 yourself.
That's a poo-poo take.
I'm just saying.
That's a poo-poo take.
You can take wins and losses. It doesn't have to be a complete win or a complete L. No, this whole thing is a complete L, but you can turn this franchise around.
What do you mean it's a complete L?
Because Russell has your game. You're not going to get it back till you pay him back. Now you got to sell the Switch off.
Yeah, but who's the real L here? Who's the real loser?
You're right. You and Russell, 50-50. Yeah, you're right about that. You're not the only one. And maybe I'm a loser too, now that I'm involving myself in this.
All right, so back to hot takes.
Yes. You got another one?
No, I was going to say, well, you never really...
What was the hot take again?
Lego is going to get so expensive that eventually they're just going to go out of business.
I disagree. Some company's going to make a knockoff of Legos.
They already do.
Well, the good stuff. I don't mean like...
The good shit.
Yeah.
The good shit.
The good stuff. I don't know. Do you think so?
The way they're going now, I honestly think they're going to just, keep hiking up the prices.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think they'd ever go back to what the prices were. That'd be like if Taco Bell went to their prices 15 years ago. So instead of spending $11 on 5 crunchy tacos, you're spending $3. I get that, but I don't know. Cost of everything goes up. So why would Legos not go up? Everything goes up. But would there ever be something, if it got so expensive, you wouldn't buy it anymore? If video games got so expensive? What if every video game cost $100? Would you just stop buying video games?
Yeah, just pirate them.
Okay.
This is not an admission of guilt.
That's
I'm simply stating.
No, that's a good question though. Like if your passion became too expensive, would you just stop and move on?
If my fucking passion became too expensive, I'd just fucking find a way to do it for free.
How do you buy stuff for free?
Well, with video games.
Because with Russell, he would buy the game and then just sell it for the same price. So if a video game came out that was $150, what makes you think you can get it the next day for $30?
Oh, nothing. I'm just saying.
I
just pirated and cut out the middleman.
What is the crime for piracy?
Fines, jail time. But the thing is,
I'll look it up.
fines and jail time. But the thing is, it's like people are always like, oh, don't pirate or the fucking FBI is gonna come to your house. Well, first of all, use a VPN to hide your internet history.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, like, don't pirate if you're not gonna fucking use a VPN. Second of all, like, everyone's like, I'm not saying.
Man, dude.
Here's the thing about piracy. It's like it's not a customer issue. It's a service issue. The reason why people pirate is because the services that provide the games to the customers is not doing a good enough job at doing that. So then the people feel the need to take their fate into their own hands and do whatever it is they need to do with the whole piracy thing.
Time out. There's already an issue with that. Because people do that, and at the end of the day, you still broke the law. And you know what it is? You know what it says here?
Well, the law is not absolute. There's a lot of things.
No, if you commit piracy and you get busted, that's it. There's no.
You get busted, sure, but I'm saying that
busted. That's the part. Busted.
Yes,
you don't get busted, then.
But I'm saying that's not. But I'm saying that piracy. If I just said it's a service issue. Studies show, and I'm not pulling this shit out of my ass, the fucking CEO of Valve, fucking Gabe N, he said this. He's like, studies show that people who pirate software, are willing to pay for it if the service that they want is available enough, and, reasonably priced.
Well,
so
that's not going to happen because price is only going to go up. So
I mean, of course, there's always going to be those assholes that'll pirate no matter what and whatever. But there's a lot of people who do it because there's no other way. There's a fucking game that Nintendo's had for decades. It's called Mother 3. You know the fucking stupid blonde-haired kid with the PK Freeze from
yeah.
He's from that game. That game has never ever 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 come out anywhere except Japan. The only reason people know about it is because somebody pirated the game, translated it from Japanese to English, and gave it away for free.
Wow.
And Nintendo's probably never ever going to localize it. Ever.
Well, yeah, but Nintendo doesn't want to make their fans happy. That's
so there you go. But is it morally wrong? Is it morally wrong to pirate a game that you never ever even got the chance to buy?
If it's against the law, then yeah. That's what it comes down to. And when there's a fine involved, under U.S. law, infringement may result in civil damages of up to $150,000 and or criminal penalties of up to 5 years imprisonment and or a $250,000 fine. Not worth it just to play a game. I don't think I'd pirate anything at that point. But that's what it comes down to. If there's no punishment except for this, hey, then go for it. But if there's a law, then yes, it's morally wrong. And you know what? The people who say, I took matters into my own hand, okay, great. Here's $250,000 fine. See you next time. I don't know. I don't know. And when you get busted for piracy, I'm not going to be there in court to defend you. They're going to bring this podcast up as evidence, hinting that you would do it, and they're going to ask me, and I'd say, like, well, I tried to talk him out of it. I brought up the fine, but he said he didn't agree with it, so I had to leave it at that, Your Honor. And then he'd go, yeah. And then he'd look at you, and he'd go, why did you do it, man? And then what would your response be? Do you have any last words, Alex? Korn. What would your last words to the judge be before you got that $250,000 fine?
Cool. I really would have loved to pay for this game, but
then you go. Why
but the goods, but the services that made the game never gave me a chance to buy it, and I don't speak Japanese, and I'd rather not spend 20 years on Rosetta Stone learning a new language just to play a fucking video game. I'm really glad that this is a good use of your time, U.S. Supreme Court. Thank you. Bye. I'll pay your stupid fine. I hope you go to bed tonight saying, "Oh, what crime did you stop tonight, honey?" There was a guy who emulated a game.
Take this to Supreme Court and get them to get rid of the law. But also, $250,000, we could never get food again. Because you'd be paying that off the rest of your life. Not just you. Anybody would. $250,000.
They don't. See,
Actually,
here's the thing. They don't go after like fucking Jose McNobody in his parents' basement who fucking downloaded Mario 64 and is playing it for free. They don't go after those guys. They go after the people who like host sites that like have downloads for all the games. And I mean that's where they make their real money, in lawsuits and shit.
Well,
because I mean,
obviously,
because the thing is, it's a fucking morally gray area. Because the thing is, emulators, the software that you can use to play games, they're not illegal. They are not illegal. Emulators are 100% protected by law. You can use one. It's getting a ROM, which is the game, to use with the emulator is where the illegality comes in. But here's the thing. What happens if a dude has the game and it's a cartridge or something, or it's a DVD, and it just wears out over time? He used it so much, it's worn out. He took perfect care of it, but just the fact that he used it so much, it's worn out. What is he supposed to do? Not enjoy his favorite thing anymore?
Buy a new one.
What if they don't have them? What if they're not producing them anymore?
Or okay, well,
what if he can't?
I don't know.
What if he can't find one?
Well, here's the thing. At the end of the day, you got caught. You got caught. That's the rule. Rules are made, and if you break the rule, there has to be a consequence. Because if not,
well, Stone,
nobody would follow the rules anymore.
Well, in Germany in the 1940s, it was perfectly legal for you to fucking out your neighbors.
So you're comparing video games to what
I'm
happened
comparing
in
the
Germany?
I'm comparing the principle.
No, you're comparing pirating video games
My point
to Germany
is,
1940s.
Yes, that is exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Wow.
And I expect all you epic gamers to take my side. All I'm
man.
saying is, just because it's the law doesn't mean it's right.
Well, yeah,
Not
but when you get caught, that's what it is.
I'm not saying go out and break the fucking law, but sometimes laws are not morally correct.
Well, yeah, but again, you do it and you get busted. You gotta own up to it, because the morally stuff. Yeah, well, sorry, you got busted. And the other argument too is everyone does it. Well, yeah, but you got caught. So that's what it is. How many times you ever been pulled over for speeding?
No.
Okay, well, people get pulled over for speeding all the time. Well, everyone speeds. Well, I'm sure they do. But you got caught. So you have to pay the price.
Yeah, as a dude whizzes by at 100 miles per hour.
Well, yeah.
And you were going 5 over, and this fucking guy in a Bugatti fucking is burning rubber right next to the cop, and he's like, "Ooh, what a fast car." Anyway, sign here, please.
Yeah.
Your court date is in 2 months. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck you and fuck off. Unforgivable.
Well, that's the other thing too. Is like you have rules, and someone breaks them, and you don't punish them. What do you think other people are gonna do? Well, hey, they got away with it. I can get away with it too. That's right. There's got to be repercussions, and severe ones, if you want it to not happen again. If speeding tickets were $10, you would speed every single day, because I
speed every single day anyway.
Yeah, and if it was $10, I know you got $10 in this room, so what would it be?
Can we go down the list? It's getting up there.
Why, we're only at 50. You know, we don't have to go through all that. We can just save all that for the next podcast. I will save.
I want to see. Ah! Why'd you rip it?
Because you did not say the magic word.
Fuck you.
No, I mean, you can have that.
This doesn't help me at all.
It's a souvenir from this podcast.
What the fuck?
Alright, fine. You want to be like that? Well, you know what? You had nothing prepared, and I had like 10 things. Come on, man. Although we got a great bit out of the piracy thing.
It's not a bit. I'm serious.
No, not bit. I mean segment. No, the only bit was when you were like, okay, in 1940 in Germany. It's like, okay, hold on. I'm sure there's a better comparable we could use here. Anything was bad compared to 1940s Germany. Here's another thing. Did you know cannibalism became illegal in Germany in 2003?
I know.
Yeah. Where were they at from before 2003?
Exactly. What the fuck?
Oh, shit.
But just because it was legal doesn't mean it was right.
Well, you know what? They corrected it, and they made it illegal. So what you're saying is they should get rid of it. They should get rid of it. So take it to the Supreme Court, hire the best lawyer, go to the Supreme Court, Alex Korn.
No one fucking gives
whatever.
a flying fuck about video games.
Exactly, because there's bigger issues out there than
Exactly, so then why the fuck don't we just fucking pirate the games and not give a fuck?
Well, I don't know. Pirate the game and get busted and use this argument, and maybe you could make history. You won't make any money off of it, but you'll get your name in the record books.
Good.
The history books.
I would rather fucking not get a cent out of this and make fucking doing that shit like at least more acceptable than it is now than fucking sit in and then get $1 million and doing that is illegal. 100%, no moral ambiguity. It's just completely 100%.
It's $1 million invested, and you can make even more. And buying video games at that point wouldn't be an issue anymore because you can afford it.
Yeah, but what happens if video games become like $100? Like you said, that's fucking highway robbery.
Oh, well then don't buy video games. Read a book. You can make your own video game in your head.
It's not.
You know what it is? You read a book and you visualize
It's not the same thing.
It's not. But you know what? I sometimes think we should get rid of video games, period. There's a hot take for you.
We should get rid of movies as well.
Yeah, we should.
We should get rid of every form of media, so we have to make stuff up in our heads completely.
We should. No, you're right. This isn't a trap or anything. I fully agree. I think we should get rid of phones.
So you're saying we should juggle rocks day in and day out?
I think we should talk to each other is what I'm saying.
But then we won't have anything to talk. Oh, nice weather, huh? Oh.
No, hey, we can go hiking. When was the last time we went on a hike? That's right, years ago. Going out. Restaurants are still open. We can still get food. We can still drive around and do things. Oh, but God forbid,
not see a movie.
But God forbid we can't play Quiplash anymore. Boo-hoo. What a tragedy. We can still play soccer. We can still do activities. So it's not media or bust. You know, it's not like what is it? Foga de Chao or Starve to Death. There's a billion There's a billion options in the middle. It's not video games or oh my god, what am I gonna do with my life? I hope not. That's not what your life is, right?
Well,
if you came home and all your video games were gone and all your systems were gone, what would you do?
Pirate everything.
No, your computer's gone. You can't pirate anything.
If my computer's gone, then my art is gone. I kill myself.
Come on, really? There's
Yes.
nothing. You'd have
Yes.
no purpose in life.
If I don't have...
No. You can still draw because it's no internet. It's a piece of paper, and you go out to a person and show them with your own face to face like this. So you can still get into that business. It's pretty difficult, but it's still an option.
I'd probably still kill myself.
So if baseball is gone, I'd just off myself.
I don't know, would you?
No, I wouldn't. Music was gone, I wouldn't. If music and baseball were gone, I wouldn't do that. I'd adapt and find something else. But what? I don't know. But that's the thing. It will make itself available to me. And I don't know. I've been getting it more into nature, like going outside and walking around. So maybe something with like traveling or going around or something like that. Reading is always fun. You know, creating things. Or just like being creative. Because I don't know. I feel like video games have just been distracting us for so many years. Now it's like, hey, let's do something other than video games. It's like, well, then what would we do? It shouldn't be based on Dutch Bros and video games and Venencias and then we're done. We have to have other options here, you know? I won't say it to embarrass Russell, but what were we talking about with Russell last night? He had a whole week off and he couldn't think of one thing to do, so he did one thing. And you know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think that's a little sad in this day and age? You can't think of anything to do but that?
Well, that's not why I thought it was sad.
Why'd you think it was sad?
Because...
Other than the act itself...
Yeah, of course the act itself. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
You don't think it's sad that a human being can't come up with any activity to do other than that? I think it's really sad. I don't say this to Russell's face. Like, dude, think of something, anything. What am I supposed to do? They've been doing it for decades. They've been doing it for centuries. Now in 2021, we can't do it anymore. Why? Because of the internet. And we constantly have things, you know. Ironically, I have a laptop in my lap right now. I have a whole world right in front of my eyes. And I don't like it.
Well, I'm just glad you're not the man in charge.
Why?
Why do I need to elaborate on that?
Well, you can't make a grand statement like that and I go, why? And you go like, I don't have to clarify. Why not?
Because I'm David Lynch. Well, elaborate
and I don't
on
get
that.
it.
No.
I don't get it. You don't get it. That's what you're coming off as. Explain it to me. If I was in charge, would you be running for the hills?
You'd get rid of everything that makes my life fun. Not everything, but a lot of things.
Or I would come up to you and say, can you balance it better? Let's go outside more. Let's go and do something. Let's drive around more. Not sit in a dark... The lights are off in here. Oh, thank God.
Not anymore.
Thank God. No, yeah. Like, if you took video games away from Zane, what would he do?
His skin would melt off and he'd turn into a pile of slag on the floor.
Exactly. Exactly.
Look, I'm not saying there's zero merit to what you're saying, but the way you're saying it, it's like, I'm getting rid of everything and we're just going to go sit outside and play with dirt. That's that's kind of what I'm hearing.
Yeah, well, we lost it. We just talked about it. You can't even comment on YouTube videos anymore. Why? Because we lost that privilege. So, again, there has to be some sort of repercussion, right? Right? You can't just bully people on the internet and get away with it. Eventually, it's going to go, you know what, we're deleting this. So we can't do it anymore. I don't know. It's a bit of a stretch. But when Pornhub got rid of all their unverified content, it was a damn shame with all those videos that were gone. But hey, you know what? We lost that privilege, and something had to be done, and that's what happened. So, yeah, go outside and play with dirt. That's what we got. Also, really, go out and play with dirt. Remember when we used to play with Frisbees?
Dirt.
Jeez. That's sad.
It is sad.
It is sad that your only thing is, if all this is gone, I'd go play with dirt. We still have cars. You can still drive around.
We can still ruin the ozone. We just wouldn't know how bad it is until the fucking.
You know how bad it is. What are you doing about it?
What are you doing about it?
Nothing. I can't do anything about it. One person can't do anything. You'd have to get everybody to do it. And you know what? People are too dug in about it. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you have to have someone come in and just be the villain for the better in the future. Now, I'm not saying Thanos and get rid of half the population. That's extreme. I don't agree with that. But, yeah, if I woke up tomorrow and the internet was gone, I wouldn't really be too sad about it.
No more Rush Bauer.
Sure.
No more Korn and Kock.
I still have my drums.
No more Korn and Kock.
I still have you. See, everything you say, I still have it.
That warmed the cockles of my heart.
Exactly. You're looking at it as the podcast would be gone. You know what I'd say? But we still have us. We still have our friendship.
And then we'd make out. No.
I don't know, man. We'd be fine. We'd be fine.
I'd probably kill myself.
Well, I don't know.
And all you fuckers that are like, oh, he's joking about suicide. Fuck you. You don't know me.
Wait, what?
I've had people in the past be like, oh, he's joking about suicide. It's like, you don't fucking know me. Shut up.
Well, I'm not.
I'm not gonna get into it, but
just it's just. I mean, what is it? I mean, you're just casually throwing it out there. Is it part of some, punchline of a joke or something like that, or I don't know. Unless you're making fun of someone who killed themselves.
Oh no! Never anything like that. No, never anything like that. But apparently these people think so. I think, and those people should go fuck themselves.
Or just do something else.
I'm talking about a specific group. If some
specific group,
a specific group of people in this scenario. If someone's listening to this and they're like, "Oh my god, he's talking about killing himself. What the fuck is he joking?" I'm like, "You lighten up." I know there's probably a specific group of people that's listening to this like, "Oh, the fucking Elm, fucking edgy cunt." And I'm like, "Go outside."
Go outside to do what? Play with dirt. Is that what you were gonna say?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Go outside.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Go outside. See, those people, they need less internet.
No, we all need it. If a tiny bit, you know what? I think we all need it. We all need to go outside and play with some dirt.
No.
No. And then what? God forbid we get to talk to each other.
We're doing it right now.
Russell wouldn't be able to take selfies on his phone anymore and post what is it? The thing on his story where you get to vote and pick what, a survey or something like that.
Polls.
It's polls. Yeah. No more polls. No more selfies. Yeah. What a shame. What a damn tragedy that would be. I don't have to see this anymore. Yeah. Oh my God. What were we gonna do? I don't know. I think I told you. If it wasn't for my videos, I probably wouldn't have Facebook anymore. But what do I get from Facebook? Other than my videos, what do I get?
Oh, I mean, I get nothing from Facebook either.
Why do you still have it?
Messenger.
That's essentially it, right?
Yeah.
And some people get rid of Facebook, but they keep the Messenger. I think you can do that, right?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if they're separate or not. I mean, I think maybe whatever.
I think they are, but even then.
Moral of the story: fuck you, Mark Zuckerberg, and fuck the metaverse.
Moral of the story is, changes have to be made, but we're at the point where those changes are just done. So we're gonna have to have someone. I think you said it in the last podcast. You're standing over the button, and if you press this button, like everything changes. That's what I would do.
I'd probably just like, I don't know. I'd probably just like piss myself and then go get a cheesesteak.
A cheesesteak. It's so weird to think about, like newspapers. I had to like read. You had to go in, find the story. Like, when was the last time you read a newspaper?
I never read a newspaper.
You've never read a newspaper?
No.
Not even once?
No.
How?
I don't give a fuck.
Not even one time? You were like in a small town with a cabin, your grandfather had a newspaper, and you like looked over and read it? Not once?
No.
Unbelievable.
I went right to the funnies and saw Garfield and fucking Dink, or whatever the fuck his
You were
name.
typing novels at age 1, right? Because you knew how to type or something like that?
I guess.
That's what you told me.
I know that's what I told you, but
Yeah.
I don't remember doing it. But I mean, my parents have fucking like videos, cassettes somewhere
Of you doing
me
that?
doing that shit.
Well, ask him for it. I want to see that. There's no way any 1-year-old...
I was typing novels. I was typing It by Stephen King.
Yeah, you had glasses on. You had like a cup of coffee.
I had a fucking line in front of me.
Yeah, you couldn't talk.
An emergency line.
Yeah, you couldn't talk very well, but you could write novellas all day long.
I go, oh, that's good shit, and then get typing.
Hey, you want nap time? I mean, really? You expect me to buy that? They're messing with you. You can bring both of them in here right now. I'm gonna go. There's no way any 1-year-old could type. Talk, I can buy, because apparently my mom was that way. But typing, no way, man. No way.
I'm really tempted to bring her in here.
Do it. Interrupt her phone call right now and say, hey, look, put that on hold. I need you to come in here for a second. And you know what I'm gonna say? Show me the video.
Show me the
I don't want the word, I want the video. And if the video is erased from existence, well, you know what? It's not enough. We'll just have to live with it for the rest of our lives not knowing. Since it's 4:30 and Zane said 6, when we're done, can I just stay here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, until then, do you want to go until 5:59?
No.
Well, when do you want to be done?
Soon.
Alright, you can pick 2 things from here.
Oh, joy.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So pick 2 numbers between 1 and 5.
Alright, 2 and 4.
2 and 4. Okay. If you could live anywhere else, if you got kicked out of Arizona and you couldn't come back, where would you live?
I can't come back to Arizona?
You could come back, but you can't live here. You can visit and stay for like a few days or like a week, but you can't live here. You gotta live somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted, I guess you could live in Blythe, which is right next to Arizona, but what do you get out of that?
Fuck that.
It's a nice little town.
No. I'd, maybe like Montana or something.
Montana?
I don't fucking know.
Why?
Just somewhere fucking remote.
It's like cold up there in the winter.
Yeah, good. I like the snow.
Do you?
Yeah.
You like to freeze to death?
Yes.
It's like really. My cousins lived up there, and it was it's that cold. We were like, I'm gonna walk out to my car. Opens the door. Nah, it's not worth it.
Mhm.
But your phone's out there. Nah, I'll get it in the morning. Oh well, I was gonna do phone tomorrow.
Mhm.
I don't know. I want to say Seattle, but I also want to say New York. So probably one of those two.
Yeah, but what happens when New York gets flooded because of global warming?
Well, then I guess I'll drown. What?
So you're giving me shit for wanting to freeze to death, but it's like, oh no.
I don't know. Would you rather drown or freeze to death? I think drowning would go by quicker. Freeze, you might have to sit there for 15 minutes, and then you'll die. I don't know. I'd rather drown. I think it'd be quicker. Not a suicide thing, but I'm just saying, if I had to choose one, whatever's quicker, I think I'd rather do that.
Very convincing stuff.
What?
Huh?
I don't know. So you would say Montana.
It's just somewhere in the Midwest, North Midwest.
I don't know. I asked my dad this because I was telling him how I want to go visit stadiums and arenas. But then I said, eventually I'd get to states like Nebraska and Montana. And he goes, why those states? And I said, well, if I want to visit all 50 states, you're going to have to make a trip to Nebraska and do something. What would you even do in Nebraska? What's Nebraska known for?
You know what? I asked the exact same fucking question on Triple Backflip like 3 years ago. And I Googled what Nebraska is like done. Kool-Aid was invented there. Some other shit was, but that Kool-Aid's like the number one thing I remember.
What is
Nebraska known for? That's exactly what I fucking Googled.
Ironic. Farming, agricultural production, and natural attractions.
Thanks. That's what every fucking state is known for. Can you give me specifics?
It's the 16th largest state in the nation and is the 37th largest population. Yeah, great.
Who cares?
Well, 37. I'm surprised it didn't say 36.
Damn.
The Reuben sandwich.
Oh, right, the Reuben. A Reuben is a sandwich!
Spammed canned meat is produced in Fremont, Nebraska.
Damn.
Or Fremont. Nebraska has the largest aquifer? Aquifer. Underground lake / water supply. I'm not even going to pronounce that. Nebraska has more miles of river than any other state.
That's cool.
That's a little surprising. Is there anything famous in Nebraska?
No.
Yeah, how about that?
No.
Omaha's Henry Dorley Zoo and Aquarium. Yep, that's it. Yep. That's
So I mean,
got.
like, yeah, when I thought of like the most unremarkable state, Nebraska was like the first one that came to my mind.
I mean, yeah, I think of Rhode Island. What's Rhode Island have?
It's the smallest state. It's got something.
What? That's the question. Let's see. What is
Rhode Island known for? Filth.
What is Rhode Island known for? I wouldn't be surprised if it said, I don't know. Nothing.
Nothing.
What is Rhode Island famous for? Making silverware and fine jewelry.
Fuck off.
The world's largest bug is on the roof of New England Pest Control in Providence. Okay.
It's a statue.
Okay.
Fuck off.
Great. Rhode Island was the first state to declare its independence from the British on May 4th, 1776. I mean, that's nice and all, but if I want to go on vacation... Okay, kids, here we are.
Rhode Island.
They declared independence from the British. Yeah, that's what would happen. And then the fourth one... Do you think movie theaters will ever go away completely?
Yes, but not yet.
I don't think
either that or they're going to keep them, but instead of having like you sit down in the seat, it's going to be some kind of virtual reality thing where it's like a giant fucking hologram. You're in the movie itself.
Okay, well, actually sounds kind of cool, depending on the movie.
Oh, that would be fucking awesome, but we're like decades away from that.
Yeah, we might not even.
We're gonna see Avengers Endgame for the fifth time, the fifth re-release.
And they
now we're in the movie.
We finally beat Avatar!
He is Spider-Man! Wait, no. He is Iron Man!
No, I would say they won't go away because drive-in movies are still a thing. So how come those will stay but these will die?
Hey!
I think they'll both be around, but it'll be like every state will have like 2 or 3. They won't be nearly as big.
It'll be like at a fucking event. It'll be like a stadium. Sports stadium.
Yeah, it'll just be like...
You're right there, champ.
I'm trying to rip this tag off, but I can't get a good grip on it. Yeah, I don't think movie theaters will ever completely go away. As much as, does Zane think that? I know we talked about it with him.
I think it's less that he believes that and more that he wants it to happen.
Now, if you want it, that's a different conversation. Do you want theaters to go away?
Frankly, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean,
it's gonna be sad saying goodbye to the old yawning and then putting your arm around the girl trick.
Well, think
or
about
either
that.
that or like putting your dick at the bottom of the popcorn bag and she reaches in and grabs the popcorn and then all of a sudden, you know,
I'm not advocating that.
Neither am I. I just know that it's happened.
Well, now you're giving it a platform.
Good.
On all 62 of our subscribers.
It's a little funny.
Think about that. You just you hit the nail on the head. If movie theaters go away, and kids watch movies from like the 70s, 80s, 90s, and you're talking about this stupid thing or whatever like that, they're gonna have no idea what movie theaters are.
You know what I just fucking thought?
What?
It's like, why the fuck would you want to put your dick in like the underside of a popcorn bag? Because the popcorn is like hot. It's really hot. You just got it. You just got it. It's gonna burn you. How the fuck are you going to get hard with fucking burns like this? Don't you fucking dare put your head in your hands and look at me like I'm insane, because I know you've asked these questions
The
yourself.
whole point of the dick in the popcorn bag is that you're already kind of insane and you're so desperate. You're not thinking rationally. You're not cutting out the hole in the bag. By the way, where are you getting these scissors from? You have to cut the hole in the bag and you're going to poke it with your hand. No one is doing that going like, oh gee, this bag's a little hot. Oh, this butter might make a nice lubricant. I don't want to get rashes. They're not thinking that. They're thinking, dude, she's gonna put her hand in, she's gonna feel my dick, and it's totally gonna work. So you're talking rational. Do you really think anyone who does that is thinking that? They aren't. The only thing they're thinking of is, hey man, do you have like a bottle opener so I can like cut a hole over here? And they go, what do you need a bottle opener for? And they're going to go, I'm going to do the trick. Has it ever worked for you? Nope. But it's going to work this time. No, so... I wish we were filming that, because you like had a moment of clarity where you're just like, wait a second.
Well, I'm not saying this because I'd fucking try it. I'm just saying because you think about it and it's like, why the fuck would you do it?
There are so many things that you can say that for. Like, why do people do this? Why do dudes send dick pics thinking that they'll actually work? They don't work. Almost 9 out of 10 chicks you talk to don't want them. But guys still think that it'll work. Why do they do it? Why? Because they're not thinking rationally. They're just going like this. Send. Dude, got it.
Dude.
I just hit it out the ballpark. Here we go. What is that? Oh, it's the cops coming here to arrest me for harassment. You know the Mets GM did that, right?
He sent dick pics?
Yes.
To who?
Some poor reporter, and he did it on repeat. He did it like 40 times.
He's not the GM anymore, is he?
No.
Okay.
He got literally. You'll actually think this is funny. He got hired as a GM, and a month later, it was during the off season. These reports came out, and he got fired.
I'm listening, by the way. Chris wants to know what time to come over.
Let's see who texted me. Oh, it's our dad. Man, we're gonna have a good crowd today, except for Russell, since he won't be here.
Oh, who gives a fuck?
He's up in Flagstaff.
Oh, what is he gonna talk about? The fact that he did that thing for a week?
Did that thing?
Unbelievable. Unforgivable.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're making it seem like people actually put thought into this process. They don't. They take a picture of their willy and they send it out.
Their willy.
Yeah. The fact that you actually think that they're writing a pros and cons list and they're going,
Well, I'm not fucking thinking that they're doing that. I'm just...
They ain't thinking about getting a rash on their dick and how hot the bag is going to be. Yeah, if I'll give you that. But again, I mean, whoever came up with that idea, and does it ever actually work? Has anyone ever actually used that? I feel like even if you had a girlfriend for 5 years and did that, she still wouldn't think it's funny. Or she might feel it and be like, oh, what's this? And then yank on it or something like that. Then it's not very funny.
I've never, ever sent dick pics. Unless
what?
Unless it was an exchange.
Unless you get one first and you're like, okay, well, they made
Oh, yeah, I get a dick pic first and I'm like, oh, sweet, we're just exchanging dick pics.
I don't know. So there's the dick in the bag, there's dick pics. What other things do we'll look at guys. What other things do like guys do that you just go, really? What are you thinking?
Drive cars really loudly at like 2 a.m.
There's that.
Like down the street, just.
There's catcalling.
Oh, like, fuck off
like
with
what,
that.
What are you doing?
Okay. There's actual catcalling, and then there's like those fucking girls that like a guy comes up to them and they're like, "Hi, how are you doing today?" And they're like, "Oh, you're fucking catcalling me."
No,
it's
I'm
like,
not.
No, it's not. He's just saying hi.
No, I'm not calling. I don't even think that would qualify as catcalling. The guy's approaching you, making small talk. I'm talking to the guy that drives down the road and yells, "Hey, sweet cheeks," or.
Well, yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, but what is he thinking? Does he actually think this is a good idea? This is part of a Jerry Seinfeld bit, but what is he thinking? Like
his uncle from World War II probably fucking told him like, "Don't worry, they'll fucking."
You do it.
And then he has a fucking artery burst in his shoulder.
So there's the cat calling. What else is there? I know there's a few other things that guys do, and you're just like, really? Does that actually work for you? I can't think of one.
I don't know, just treating women like shit.
Yeah, they're
like just literally just saying "shut up, bitch."
Well,
and then they're like, "God, I want him to pin me down to my bed tonight."
Well, you know what's funny too, especially about like
me my fucking stutter.
The Mets GM who did this, he sent like 40 texts in a row of like thinking about you, not responding. So then he throws a dick pic out there.
Isn't he like let me guess, he's like a 60-year-old fat man with like white hair?
No, he's like a 40-year-old or something, 40-year-old or something like that. But here's what I don't get, and this kind of plays into like the social media and the technology thing. Somebody has this, and they're going to use it against you. So why are you doing it? Right? You didn't think that out? I mean, think about it. There's screenshots nowadays. You probably didn't hear about this, but there's a guy on the Raiders who threatened to kill a guy on Instagram messaging or DMs or whatever. And the guy took a screenshot and sent it, and the Raiders released him. Why would you threaten to kill somebody? Why would you send a video of you holding a gun and threatening to kill someone, and then you get fired, and you go, why did I get fired?
Just fucking imagine he's on Snapchat. He's like, "I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker."
Yeah.
How threatening is that? You're on your phone, you're taking a selfie, and you're like, "Yeah, that'll show him." You fucking loser.
Well, not just that, but you're in the NFL, you're getting paid good money, and now your career is over, and then you go, "I didn't see that coming." Really? You could have seen that coming miles away. It's a huge thing now. Like now it's coming into the sports world, and now you're hearing all these coaches and GMs and these players are doing these awful things, and you just go, "Why are you doing that? It doesn't make any sense."
Well, that's the thing. As I said earlier, celebrity worship is bullshit because we see these people as these fucking icons, these god amongst men. They're not fucking. They're just people like the rest of us, and they fucking did horrible things in the past that are just coming to light now.
Well, why do you think the celebrities are doing it? There's that aspect of we shouldn't look at them like that. But why do you think these celebrities get it in their head that they can do whatever they want and get away with it?
Because they are looked at like gods. So they think they can get away with it, and then they get that reality check when they finally get Me Too'd. That's like, I guess I couldn't do that without getting caught. Or, I mean, if you're the Clintons and Jeffrey Epstein, you do get away with it, and then you go on trial and you commit suicide in your cell, in your padded cell.
You try to kill yourself 2 weeks beforehand, and they take you off suicide watch. That's number one of. We don't have to get into it, but there's so many things I was wrong with that. But either way, what do you think about calling this podcast?
I know exactly what I'm going to call it.
What's it going to be?
Certified Ultimate Moment.
This is the ultimate. You know, there's an Anthrax song called "This Is Not an Exit."
This is not a song.
This is. Well, we'll get to the other ones. Unless you want to do these really quick.
It's up to you.
Well, we're gonna stop recording. What do you want to do after this?
I was gonna draw until 6. Do some shit.
What should I do?
I don't know. Do you want to go over the last 2 things really quick?
Was it 2 or 3? It's 3 things.
Well, pick one of them. We'll go over that, and then
Um,
we'll finish off the podcast with that.
Well, we'll end it with this. Do we have any Bank Heist updates for the
Bank
second
Heist
album?
updates. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well, Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go for a walk after this.
You want to go for a walk?
Sure.
Like in the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just walk around the block.
Say, is there like a park nearby?
I don't think so.
There's a school, but
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
no.
Anyway, Bank Heist update. I guess we could say we have begun writing. Did we say this at all? That we've begun writing some parts, figuring out the instruments for certain songs.
Yeah, I look at it as like we're kind of doing individually. We're doing our own thing, and 2 people will meet up, together and go over a couple of things. But the 3 of us haven't been in the same room and written anything. We've been in the same room and discussed very light subjects.
It's either been me and Stone or me and Zane. It hasn't been Stone and Zane.
No, even though he said he wanted to go over a BPM with me or something.
We need to get together, the 3 of us, and discuss music videos and stuff.
Oh yeah, the music videos.
Music videos for the next for the first album.
Well, which ones did you want to do? 'Cause I remember you said you didn't want to do anything for Wi-Fi. That was a little shocked at.
I wanted to do Microwave. I remember you wanted to do Chum, and Zane wanted to do Squirrel. And Squirrel would just be him in a meadow on a chair playing guitar while we're fucking like headbanging.
Dude, we could do that tonight.
I don't think we have enough daylight for that.
No, we'd have to like go immediately, and we tend to be kind of slow at times. What would your ideas be for Microwave?
Well, I told you.
Oh
already.
no, yeah, that's a stupid question. Yeah, we have to get a microwave first and tear it apart and
Open up the bottom so someone can fucking turn the turntable, or just remove the parts in the microwave that like generate heat.
Because remember, we can make noise in the music video because it's gonna be mute anyways. The music's gonna play over, so we can talk and communicate with each other. Oh, what do you say?
He said, I don't know if you guys want to start watching the film before I get there, but you're more than welcome to. Because he's going to be, like, after 6.
What film?
The Straight Story.
Oh, he left it here?
Yeah, last week, remember?
Oh, I didn't think he did. Because I remember I told him that, and he seemed a little hesitant on the idea.
Oh, well...
Wait. Hold on. He's giving us permission to watch the movie without him?
End of the podcast.
Yeah,
Bye, everybody.
let's go.
No, I'm just kidding. No, that's not the end. But, like, holy fuck. I expect the sky to start falling.
Well, we kind of have to at this point. You know why? Because we can make comments and be ourselves.
Cool. I want to go for a walk first.
Oh, that's true. Okay, well, I say we just get started a little bit.
Okay.
It's like an hour and 51 minute movie.
Fine.
If
Chris can come in and we'll give him the synopsis.
Oh, God, that's right. Because Ben's
coming at like 7.
And yeah, Ben will be here at 7. Why is Ben? He said 6 or 7.
Well, Ben can suck a railroad spike.
I forgot.
Yeah, he's out saving lives. Whatever. We're recording a podcast. That's better. We're making more of an impact on the world.
I can't believe Zane's giving us permission to watch the movie.
Well,
I never thought that. I never saw that coming.
Well, he definitely. I don't need his permission to play the clip.
Here's Kock.
That was an awesome clip. What do we talk about on this podcast today?
We talked about piracy.
We got into it. I was a little salty until you said, "Who cares if we don't have the podcast? I'd still have you."
That was the moment where
That was the moment where I was like, you know what? All right.
See, I knew I have a plan. I know what I'm talking about here. I'm not just talking out my ass. I do, but not in that moment. I knew exactly where I was going with that.
I rated Payway's Firecracker Chicken. Anne Hathaway is not. She's fine. Why do you hate her?
I was wondering where you were going with that, but I remember.
She's fine. Hero worship is bad. Don't be a misogynist.
Hero worship?
Like
Is that what it's called?
like celebrity worship.
Oh, okay.
It's like, oh my god, you're my hero, and it's like your hero turns out to be a fucking serial child molester. It's like, well, that's kind of on you, bud.
Well,
Never meet your heroes. I'm just kidding.
Do you think if Zayn had a chance to meet David Lynch, he'd take him up on it? Do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I don't think David Lynch would like. I bet Zayn would be like. Zayn imagines it as like David Lynch is on top of a mountain, sitting on a pillow in like a fucking praying stance, and he's like, "I will teach you the ways." In reality, he'd be like at a fucking Subway, like trying to eat a meatball sub, and Zayn would be like, "Can you teach me the way?" And he's like,
No.
"Shut the fuck up! I'm eating my sandwich." Oh, it looks like the Raiders game is back on. That's what David Lynch would fucking do.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I always have this funny image in my head.
You got some schmutz in between your eyes.
I have this funny visual in my head where
You got it.
where Zayn would meet David Lynch, and then he shows him his YouTube channel, and he goes, "This shit sucks."
I've never had a bigger waste of time. That Alex Korn kid needs to jump off a bridge. I see promise in that stone cockler child.
I would rather watch my own movie Dune than subscribe to this shit.
I would rather remove 2 ribs and suck my own penis than ever watch that kid Ben Burgett act on. Oh my god.
Dude, I think if he did that, I think Zayn would have to.
I think Zayn would, like, he'd fall into a deep depression. You'd always see him, he'd have a vacant look in his eyes, bags.
He would rethink his entire life. He'd burn.
David Lynch wouldn't be that mean.
No.
I mean, maybe he would be. I don't know.
Well, if someone
I don't know.
if someone came up to you and was like fanboying on you, I don't think you'd be nice. I think you'd
But
be
if you were
"Dude,
like, if
get
you're
outta
just
here."
like, if you're just like humble about it, you're just like, yeah, here's my stupid videos. He'd
also-
probably be like, well, I didn't laugh, but I appreciated the effort.
Well, that's the other thing too is I don't want to watch your videos.
Not funny. Didn't laugh.
I don't understand.
I don't. Why can he skate?
What does the skate mean?
I don't get it. Am I watching the birds or are the birds watching me?
I will show you the ways. The ways of what? Filming a scene and then when someone goes, "What does it mean?" You say, "I don't want to tell you." Is that really complicated?
Who gives a fucking shit how long this scene is?
You know what my first response was when I saw that clip of David Lynch? What an asshole.
He was being an asshole.
Yeah, but it's different.
But Zayn was like, "Oh, but it's different because."
but
And then Russell was like, "Oh, you know, it's different because."
No, but the clip of Lars.
Our entire fucking group is, but it's different when I say it. We all have those moments.
I mean, not really. Last night, you guys are calling me a bandwagon just because I go for the
Okay,
Coyotes
but we were
wherever.
okay.
But what did I do? I was just like, yeah, wherever they go, I'll be a fan.
We're fucking with you. That's the thing.
Yeah, and I didn't go, it's different.
It's different.
Yeah. Thanks for the spit on my hand.
God.
Yeah. Gotta get the...
Yeah, apparently every time I hang out with Stone, I end up somehow, like, getting spittle all over him.
Spittle?
Well, because it's not like I'm going...
No, but every single time it's like...
No, I just spit when I talk. I'm sorry. What a great way to end the fucking podcast.
What a great way. Anyways, subscribe to Oil Fire Party.
Yes, please
watch it.
David Lynch, if you're watching this, please. And check out my Twitter for the Daily Bup Cube roll. I know it might sound a little, derivative of your number of the day, but come on.
Hold on. I just want to get a your reaction. There's this picture of David Lynch that just looks so like.
Oh my god! You better send it to me. I'm gonna put it up. I'll put it up.
It's this one. I don't know why, but he just looks like so.
He looks
like,
so sad.
He looks so confused and sad.
Oh my god!
Like, this picture looks like if someone were to call his name, but he doesn't recognize you, he goes like.
What if David Lynch went by DL and someone was like,
"Hey, what's up, DL?"
"Hey, what's up, DL?" and they were like, "What does the DL stand for?" And he'd be like, "Dick Lips."
You go, David Lynch. All right, I sent you the picture.
Sweet.
Is that going to be the middle picture?
Did you want it to? Well,
I think it'd be funny.
I was gonna have it be Smash Ultimate, but.
Oh, come on. Wait, hold on.
Oh, come on.
Wait. Yeah, just look at this face and tell me you want to do the ultimate. The ultimate.
All right. Give us a drum beat to play us out, Stone.
All right.
Thank you for joining us on the Korn and Kock podcast, episode 44. All right. Well, this has been a pretty good one. Make sure you pirate stuff, but you didn't hear it from me. I have no legal liability. And remember, watch all of David Lynch's films and tell him on Twitter how much you love his films. Goodbye.
Bye.
What a mess.
What do they have in AFC?